తెలంగాణ ఇన్వెస్టర్ ఫ్రెండ్లీ స్టేట్ అన్నారు మంత్రి కేటీఆర్. హైదరాబాద్ తాజ్ డెక్కన్లో జరిగిన ఆస్ట్రేలియా సీజీ ఈవెంట్లో పాల్గొన్నారు మంత్రి కేటీఆర్. అన్ని రంగాల్లో పెట్టుబడులకు హైదరాబాద్ సహా తెలంగాణలోని అనేక ప్రాంతాలు అనువుగా ఉంటాయన్నారు. టీఎస్ఐ పాస్ ద్వారా ఏ రాష్ట్రంలో లేని విధంగా అతి తక్కువ సమయంలో అనుమతులు ఇస్తున్నట్లు చెప్పారు. ఆస్ట్రేలియాకు సంబంధించిన కంపెనీలు తెలంగాణలో పెట్టుబడులు పెట్టవలసిందిగా ఆహ్వానించారు మంత్రి కేటీఆర్.
We are the best city in South India. So since you're in Hyderabad, you mentioned Bangalore and Chennai, which are of course also close to my heart, but I think, not me, but Mercer keeps telling every year from 2015 onwards till now for the last 5 years in a row that Hyderabad is a city among all Indian cities, not just South India, as the city with the best quality of living. So therefore you should seriously consider setting up a consul general right here in our city, because you have the United States, whose consul's office in fact issues the largest number of visas in the entire world, not India. In fact, student visas from Hyderabad are the highest in the world for the United States. I'm pretty sure that UK is not very far behind, and we have a shared history with UK, as we both know. When it comes to doing business in India, it depends on which port of entry, which gateway you choose to work or to enter India. For instance, if an Australian firm were to enter India through Hyderabad, their experience would be drastically different. So the notion of doing business in India will vary from the choice of your destination. What is far more important from an individual investor perspective is, the real action when it comes to investing actually is in the hands of a state. Because land, power, water, fiscal incentives, manpower, and the day-to-day daily operational issues, all of those lie actually within the domain of a state government. Because India is a federal republic, we are a union of states. So therefore, my humble appeal to the Australian government through you, and Australian investor community through you again, is that you need to engage bilaterally, directly with the states. While it's important to be engaged at New Delhi's level, but what's equally important is to actually engage directly, bilaterally with various states. So the industrial policy that we brought in 2014 confers upon the investor a right to self-certify, which no state in India will actually offer you. An investor can actually self-certify themselves and as being in compliance with the law of the land, stating explicitly that they will abide and they will basically follow whatever law is that is laid out for an investor into the country and into the state. We are the first state in the country to have introduced this system, meaning that when a company lands, and an Australian company lands in Hyderabad or in Telangana, you can start the construction of your factory on day one without any clearance from the government. You can self-certify and you can start construction on day one. Even in the most well-governed states in India, typically this process of clearances, this process of approvals takes anywhere between 1 to 3 months. In Telangana, we've made it 0. There is no lag time, you can start on day one. We are on the verge of launching the world's largest pharma cluster, called as Hyderabad Pharma City, in about 19,000 acres. You also mentioned medical devices. Now we are also home to the country's largest, India's largest medical devices park, in about 300 acres, where we have 50 plus enterprises working out of. And we are also looking at newer areas, newer opportunities such as electronics, electric vehicles. And for each of these priority sectors, we have dedicated industrial parks, which of course are complemented by the best of human resources available, which come from wonderful institutions such as IIT, the IIIT, ISB, NALSAR, and the other engineering and medical colleges and professional colleges which are set up in and around the state. In fact, on the 28th of June, Sarah, we are launching the world's largest technology incubator called as T-Hub, the phase 2 of it, in about 370,000 of square feet of physical space. T-Works, again, India's largest prototyping facility, will be unveiled soon. Telangana Academy for Skills and Knowledge, TASK, is an important institution for us to harness the wonderful talent that we have in Telangana. TSIC, the Telangana State Innovation Cell, with the Chief Innovation Officer, is again an enterprise that believes in catching our youngsters at a very young age and grooming them as potential entrepreneurs.